What looks like a quiet afternoon beside the Seine is actually a portrait of modern Paris. Several men and boys relaxing on the banks of the Seine, surrounded by bright but hazy sunlight. Yet something about the scene feels strangely unsettling. The bright but hazy sunlight gives the entire scene an unnatural stillness, as if time itself has been suspended. Painted when Georges Seurat had not yet turned 25, Bathers at Asnières was his first major composition, and the Paris Salon rejected it. Painted between 1859 to 1891, Bathers at Asnières is one of Georges Seurat's earliest masterpieces, and a landmark in the transition from Impressionism to Neo-Impressionism. Measuring over 2 meters in height and 3 meters in width, it was Seurat's first large-scale composition, which demonstrates his ambition to redefine modern painting. During the late 19th century, France was experiencing rapid industrialization and urban expansion. Factories, railways, and new suburbs transformed everyday life, while the Seine became an important recreational space for people from different social classes. Asnières was known for its factories and shipyards, attracting labourers who spent their free time swimming, fishing, and resting along the riverbanks. Across the water lay the fashionable island of La Grande Jatte, frequented by the Parisian middle and upper classes. This geographical contrast subtly introduces themes of class and modern society that would later become even more apparent in Seurat's famous painting A Sunday Afternoon on the island of La Grande Jatte. Although Seurat admired the Impressionists, he believed their spontaneous approach lacked scientific structure. He sought to combine careful composition with modern theories of colour and perception, producing paintings that were both emotionally calm and visually precise. This painting marked the beginning of this artistic vision and established Seurat as an innovative young artist, determined to challenge traditional conventions. Painted in the oil on canvas medium, is one of the most striking aspects of Bathers is Georges Seurat's carefully planned composition, which combines balance, geometry, and natural observation. The figures are arranged across the riverbank in a calm, orderly sequence, guiding the viewer's eye from the foreground to the distant background. Each person is absorbed in quiet contemplation rather than interacting with others, creating an atmosphere of stillness and reflection. Seurat carefully organized the landscape into horizontal bands of grass, water, distant shoreline, and sky, giving the painting a sense of stability and harmony. The industrial skyline, with its factories, bridges, and smoking chimneys, contrasts with the peaceful figures, reminding viewers of the coexistence of nature and modern industry in 19th century France. Colour plays a vital role in establishing the painting's tranquil mood. Seurat employed a palette of soft blues, warm greens, golden ochres, and muted earth tones to recreate the gentle light of a summer afternoon. Rather than relying on dramatic contrasts, he blended subtle variations of colour to achieve a natural sense of depth and atmosphere. Sunlight reflects across the river Seine, while the figures are illuminated by warm highlights that distinguish them from the cooler shadows. Unlike his later paintings, Bathers at Asnières was not created using the fully developed pointillist technique. Instead, Seurat applied smooth, controlled brushstrokes that produce soft transitions between colours while maintaining remarkable clarity of form. The surface texture appears calm and polished, allowing light to flow naturally across the canvas. Every figure, tree, and reflection is constructed with deliberate precision rather than spontaneous gestures. At first glance, Bathers at Asnières appears to be a simple depiction of people relaxing beside the river Seine on a warm summer day. However, beneath its calm surface lies a thoughtful exploration of modern society, social class, and humanity's relationship with nature. Georges deliberately chose ordinary working-class men and boys as his subjects, giving them the same dignity and importance that earlier artists had reserved for kings, heroes, or religious figures. By portraying labourers at rest rather than at work, Seurat acknowledged the growing importance of leisure during the Industrial Revolution and suggested that moments of peace were just as worthy of artistic celebration as moments of labour. One of the painting's most significant themes is the contrast between industry and nature. In the background, factories, bridges, and smoking chimneys rise above the distant skyline, symbolising the rapid industrialisation of 19th century France. Yet, these signs of progress do not dominate the scene. Instead, the river, open sky, and grassy bank provide a tranquil setting where the figures can temporarily escape the demands of urban life. This contrast reflects the social realities of the time, when expanding cities offered economic opportunities, but also brought pollution, overcrowding, and exhausting working conditions. The peaceful landscape therefore becomes a place of rest and renewal. The figures themselves appear thoughtful and emotionally restrained. Rather than engaging in lively conversation or dramatic action, each individual seems absorbed in quiet reflection. This stillness creates a timeless atmosphere, encouraging viewers to contemplate the scene rather than simply observe it. The distance between the figures also suggests individuality, emphasizing that each person experiences leisure in a personal way. Seurat avoids obvious narratives, allowing the painting's meaning to emerge through mood, composition, and atmosphere. Since its creation in 1884, Bathers at Asnières has come to be recognized as one of the most important paintings in the history of modern art. Although Georges submitted the work to the prestigious Paris Salon, it was rejected by the jury, who considered its unconventional style and contemporary subject unsuitable for academic standards. Rather than discouraging Seurat, this rejection strengthened his determination to pursue a new artistic vision. The painting was later exhibited at the Salon des Indépendants, an exhibition established for artists who wished to display their work without the restrictions of official institutions. This marked the beginning of Seurat's reputation as one of the pioneers of modern painting. Bathers at Asnières also served as the foundation for Seurat's later masterpiece, A Sunday Afternoon on the island of La Grande Jatte. While the bathers represent the working class enjoying a quiet afternoon on one side of the river Seine, the figures in La Grande Jatte depict the wealthier middle class relaxing on the opposite bank. Together, these two paintings offer a fascinating observation of Parisian society during the late 19th century, highlighting differences in class while suggesting that both groups sought comfort and escape in nature. This thoughtful approach to modern life distinguished Seurat from many of his contemporaries and demonstrated his ability to combine social observation with artistic innovation. The painting's influence extended far beyond Seurat's own career. His careful study of composition, colour theory, and scientific principles inspired the Neo-Impressionist movement and influenced artists such as Paul Signac and later pioneers of modern art, even though Bathers at Asnières was painted before Seurat fully developed Pointillism. It revealed his commitment to precision, harmony, and visual balance, qualities that would shape the future of 20th century painting. Today, Bathers at Asnières is admired not only for its technical excellence, but also for its timeless message. It reminds viewers that ordinary people and everyday moments deserve the same artistic respect as grand historical subjects. By transforming a peaceful afternoon beside the Seine into a monumental work of art, Seurat demonstrated that beauty can be found in stillness, simplicity, and careful observation. More than a century later, the painting continues to inspire artists, historians, and audiences around the world, securing its place as one of the greatest achievements of 19th century European art. Every masterpiece has a story waiting to be discovered, and every brush stroke carries a piece of history. Thank you for watching. If you enjoyed this journey through art, don't forget to like, subscribe, and turn on notifications for more stories behind history's greatest masterpieces. Until next time, keep looking closer, because every work of art has a story to tell.